Hello YouTube, I am LimeJolteon, and this is going to be my first video on YouTube. So I'm going to be doing Wi-Fi battles and I guess maybe some other sort of shiny guides. For today, since my first video, I decided to start off by doing a how to change shinies video. So yeah, I guess I'll get started. So first off, I'm going to tell you the basics and then tell you what not to do and what ends your chain. So first off, you're going to want to start off by using super repels. You want to make sure to have a lot of them, because if you run out, then you could run into a Pokemon that's not part of the Poke Radar and end your chain, which is obviously not something you want to do. So first off, I'm going to get started. Let's see, use it. Alright, so let's see. Right here there are 3 patches around me. These ones to my right, to my above me, and diagonally from me. So you usually don't want to go to patches that are right next to each other, like these ones. However, if it's diagonal, like say the one diagonally from my right is there shook, and when I'm standing in shook, that's okay to go in those ones, but not if they're next to anything. And another thing, you want to go to the patches that shake the most. So this one over here, I believe, shook the most, and I'm going to go for this one. Usually you wouldn't want to go for the ones on the edge, but since I'm just starting out my chain, I'm going to do it. So since it doesn't really matter that much if you start off the chain like that. So I'm just going to take out this Plusle real quick. You can capture or kill it, but don't run away on the chain. I'm sure most of you already know this, but just making sure. Another thing is how to end a chain. Let's see, another tip, don't go to the patches above you, right above you, because you might run into a patch that you didn't see. Like for example, this one that's right above me right now, I might not have seen that and I could have run into it. And also these ones are on the edge, so you don't want to go into those ones. And another way to end your chain is use your roller skates. That ends your chain automatically, so you don't want to do that, it's off limits. So I would just walk or run. Most people walk because it's too risky, but it takes too long to charge it if you just walk. So I prefer to run. So it's going to restart the chain again and see what I get. Alright, so none of these, also if you notice, none of these patches shook very much. Usually you don't want to go for these ones because there might not be any Pokemon in them, or they are not pretty rare, or they might end your chain. Another thing, you always want to go into the same type of patch that you went into before, or your chain will end. And you want to go to ones that are the furthest away and at least 4 patches away. So I'm going to go into this one right here, see what I get. Usually you don't want to go into these ones, but I'm just trying to show examples of what not to do. So I'm going to go ahead and take out this Pancham. And let's see if the chain started up again. Probably going to end. Oh, and it kept going. So this one right up here shook the most, so I'm going to go to it. But it'll probably end my chain because I don't believe it's the same patch. Oh, and another tip, if you go into a different type of patch and it's the same Pokemon, your chain will not end. So I'm going to go into this patch and see. Another Pancham, so the chain continues. Just going to take this guy out. Alright, so the chain continues. Another thing, let's see. So this patch right next to me looked pretty good, but it's too close and it has one right next to it. And the patch over to my left, it is on the edge, so I can't go to that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset my radar. And you reset your radar by taking 50 steps. And it does not discontinue it. You just have to walk 50 steps and then use Poke Radar again. And none of these look very good. But I'm going to see what happens when I walk into this one. It should be a different Pokemon. Yep, different Pokemon. So I ended my chain right there because I went into a different type of patch. Although I'm pretty sure that I might have just gotten lucky with that Pancham one. So I'm going to take out this Skiddo. And then I'm going to restart the chain. So I'm going to reset my radar. Another thing is going to the... Oh, and make sure you always get your Super Repel up. If you use a Poke Radar on the edge of the grass, it probably won't work because the radar doesn't always work while on the edge. So I'm going to see if it works this time. So it worked. And over here, this one looked pretty good. It's on the edge, but like I've said before, it honestly doesn't matter if you're just starting off the chain. So I'm going to go for it, since it shook the most as well. So I got a Pancham. So I'm going to take out this Pancham real quick. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to mention. If your repel... Oh, and yes, this music that just played, when this happens, that means you have a higher chance of getting a shiny. So I'm going to go and go into this patch over here, and it should be another Pancham. And that was at least 4 steps away, so I'm going to continue the chain by taking out this Pancham. Another thing, when you are about to go into a patch and your repel wears off, reset your radar, because it might not be the same Pokemon. It might mess up your chain. So let's see if my chain continues. So my chain continues, and so does music. So this one was furthest away, and it meets all the requirements, so I'm going to go into this one. And we got another Pancham. So I'm doing pretty good on this chain. So this is my 3rd chain, I believe. Alright, just taking it out. Let's see what we get now. Alright, so as you can see up here, there are a lot. This patch to my left would be good, but it's on the edge, and I believe it was next to a patch. And if you didn't see, I believe there was one to my left. It was above me that shook. So if you didn't see it, it's another thing like I've said before. Always want to make sure to not go to the ones above you, because there might be a patch there that you didn't see shake. So I'm going to reset my radar and try again. Alright, so I saw some pretty good patches. I'm going to go to this one over here, and it should be another Pancham. Oh, no, I ended my chain. Alright, so yeah, I messed up there. So I'm just going to go ahead and take out this puzzle and start up another chain. I'm pretty sure that one shook a bit different, so I messed that one up myself. And once this music plays, like the regular music from the route you're in, that means that your chain ends, obviously. So I'm gonna reset my radar, and alright, so this one over here looked pretty good. And once again, it is on the edge, but it doesn't matter because I'm just starting my chain. Alright, so I got a Plusle. So it looks like I'm going to be chaining a Plusle. Go ahead and take this guy out real quick with Quick Attack. Also, you always want to make sure to have Pokemon with at least 40 PP, enough PP to kill 40 Pokemon, because at exactly 40 chains, you will get a shiny. Okay, so this patch above me would be good, but it is too close. So I'm going to reset my radar. And, so let's see what I get. Alright, so none of these look very good. They didn't shake enough to me, so I'm going to reset my radar again. Let's see. Alright, so these ones look okay, but I don't think any of them will have shiny, or be the same Pokemon. And there's one on the edge and ones that are next to each other, so I don't want to go to those ones. And the other ones were too close. So I'm going to reset it. Alright, so this one up here looks pretty good, so I'm going to go into this one. See what I get. And I continue the chain with no Plusle. So I'm going to go ahead and take this guy out, and my chain should continue. Also, another thing, The one up here to my left would look good, but once again on the edge. So I'm going to go ahead and reset my radar. Another thing, if you use your bike, you will automatically stop your chain. You can't be on your roller skates or bike. Pretty sure that's basic, but anybody just who didn't know, I just want to make sure. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and reset again. This one down here would be good, but it is on the edge. And there's two other ones that are too close, so I'm going to go ahead and reset my radar. See what I get. Alright, so they look okay, but I'm not going to risk it, so I'm going to go ahead and reset it again. The pedal wore off, and like I've said before, if that happens and you're about to run into a patch, reset your radar. It might mess up your chain, so I'm going to reset my radar. Let's see. Alright, none of these look too good, so I'm going to reset it again. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I covered everything, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. So, thanks for watching. I'm LimeJolteon, and please comment, rate, or subscribe. If I do end up chaining a shiny, I will put the clip at the end of the video. Alright, so thanks for watching. This is LimeJolteon, and I will see you during my next video. Oh, so after 40 successful chains, I finally got a shiny. Unfortunately, my plusle chain ended, and I ended up chaining a Abra. So I did that, and I got a shiny off of it. Usually I'd be using Pokeballs, but as you know, Abras use teleport, so I'm going to have to use a Master Ball. Usually when I chain Abras, I would use my Mega Gengar, but I wasn't planning on it this time, so I didn't bring it with me. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Master Ball on him real quick. Huh, never seen that used before. Okay, so I caught it. I'm just gonna go ahead and... Oh, also the chain continues even after the shiny, but unfortunately you can no longer catch any shinies. So I'm going ahead and look at it. And there you have it, a shiny Abra. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, or like or dislike. And yeah, I will be doing Wi-Fi battles, hopefully weekly videos. So thank you for watching. LimeJolteon signing out.